packages and patches. So this is where we come to get the packages. First of all, we'll create a location for the packages. So we're creating a sources directory within the partition where Linux and Scratch is going to be installed. So there's the directory we just created. We'll change permissions on this directory to make it sticky, which means that only the owner can delete the files within that directory. Then we need to fetch these two files here. The first one is a wget list. So if I copy that link and fetch that, right, it's okay, yeah, it's because it's local, it's not going to fetch that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that from my home directory. It should be here. It is that file there, wget list sysv. Copy it into this directory, and then I can use this wget command to fetch all those packages. So what I'll do is I'll start that going, but I'll abort it. So you can see it's fetching all the packages there. I'm not going to let that run because it's going to take a little while. So I'll just remove what's been fetched there, and I'll copy what I've already downloaded. But when you come to do it, just let it run through to the end. Sources, I think it should be sources, yeah. I think I need to copy everything that's in there, so I'll just put star. So I'll just take a few seconds because, as I say, it's copying off of a mechanical disk. So that's done. That should be all the packages and patches. Then I need this MD5 sum. So again, normally you download that, but because it may not be there yet, I'll copy that from the manual that I rendered before, and that's there. So now I'll be able to run these commands here to verify that A, the packages have downloaded correctly, and B, that there aren't any errors. So there is one error there. The LFS boot scripts, right, I need to copy that as well manually, I think. But that should come down, I believe, as part of the download. Let's see where this is, LFS. Was that not under sources then? LFS boot scripts is there, right, okay. Let's rerun that. So it's looking for 2025-0827.tar. Okay, so looks like that might have been updated. Let's see if I can actually fetch that. Oh, yeah, I think there might not be a problem with this. I think this might be to do with the date of the... No, I'm not sure now. Let's see if I can get a newer version. Otherwise, I'll just work with what I've got, and I hope there aren't too many problems with it. Let's try it. Going to the web page. Linux from scratch. Yeah, it's still on the RC1 version. Let's go to download. Stable book directory. So that's got 2025. Yeah, I'm going to have to use that. Maybe by the time I come to that, then the oh, this is stable, isn't it? Let's go to development. RC1. Yeah, that's still got 2025 as well. Yeah, maybe when I come to do the LFS boot scripts, I'll double check to see if there is a newer version available by that time. But for the moment, that should be sufficient. So let me change this. Oh, right, okay, so the downloads are there now, and yeah, 2027 is there now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fetch that. So it's just the web page hasn't been updated now, but the no chunks web page for the manual and the PDF and the chunked version of the book is available to download. It's just not available actually on the website. So let's fetch that updated version. And if I now rerun the check, that should pass. Yeah, we've got all okays. There's no errors reported at the end, so we are bang up to date now, so that's good. So I'll carry on. That's all passed. Let's do pop D. Oops. Oh, it was empty anyway. That's fine. And the last thing we've got to do here is to change the ownership of all these files to make sure they're owned by root. Move on. This is a listing of all the packages and all the locations of them together with the MD5 sum, which would be in the MD5 sums file. Some information there about glibc and Linux as well, in case the version changes, and some others there as well. There's a listing of all the packages